According to the USDA, close to 40% of the country's food goes to waste. That's over 100 billion pounds of food that is thrown out every year. To put that in context, we throw away enough food each day to fill a college football stadium. On the other side of the spectrum, in 2017, over 40 million Americans dealt with hunger. How can people struggle to find their next meal when so much food goes to waste? Logistics are the roadblock. Getting that food into the hands of the people who need it proves to be a challenging task. In Johnson County, one nonprofit organization has come up with their own answer.
In the last couple of years, we just asked and said, hey, if you have a number, tell us. And we discovered at the end of this year that we helped serve 19,000 people in Johnson County.
Table to Table was founded in 1996. Unlike a food bank, which typically stores bulk food, this organization works to keep meals from going to waste by having volunteers pick up and deliver food to recipients. Rescuing this much food is a truly weighty undertaking.
We have about 8 to 10 routes, 6 days a week. And so that really adds up.
10. 570. 570.
We have about 140 volunteers every week.
I got the clipboard.
Alrighty.
You got the keys.
About 90 of those are actively out on the routes in the van picking up the food.
I like giving back like this, and you got a true feel for it.
They have a route they're going to stop at, maybe a grocery store, a restaurant, or a gas station, and then their drop-off points happen right away. So our goal is to get all of that food distributed immediately.
Food waste is more than just that last piece of broccoli on your plate. It's everything from the farms to the grocery stores to the refrigerators in homes. In the U.S., approximately 72 billion pounds of perfectly good food from every point in the food production cycle ends up in landfills.
Statistically, more of the food waste in landfills is coming from homes. So consumer food waste, plate waste, things that don't get cooked and rot in the refrigerator, that's a little bit harder issue to tackle because you can't go into someone's home and rescue the broccoli off their plate. Where we work is in the retail area.
Got some pumpkin pie, some berries.
So the food that gets thrown away before it ever makes it into somebody's home.
A couple of meatless products, but it goes to the territory. Yeah.
Most of what we do is from grocery stores. There's a lot of reasons that food that's still good ends up being thrown away. If there's a gallon of milk that's going to expire in 2 days, that's not usually something the store will sell. It's not something you'd want to buy, but it's still good. In fact, it's still good usually a week past that date. So we can pick up on one route sometimes 500 pounds of milk that is safe and healthy for another 10 days.
A lot of carbohydrates. So we really appreciate it when we get a lot of protein and fruits and stuff like that.
We don't want to bring it back here. It has a limited shelf life, so taking even a day to store it here and then redistribute reduces the chances that somebody's going to be able to eat it. So our volunteers pick it all up and then drop it off directly.
Today, we need bread, as always, for the East Ag community.
The fact is, the food that we collect is going to go to waste. So as long as the organization we serve is serving the needy, the hungry, or children, and they're a nonprofit, they meet the guidelines to receive the food.
Food waste and food insecurity are two problems that won't be solved overnight. But thanks to the efforts of these volunteers, small steps can have a significant impact.
I've practiced dentistry here for 40 years, and the community was good to me, and I just like to give some time back to the community.
Got one more. Okay.
Plus, it keeps me out of trouble.
All right.
One of my favorite things about Table to Table is that broad impact piece, because food is a lot more than just food, you know, and it's culture, it's community, it brings people together, right? And I think of the Food We Rescue as more than just food. It's really an opportunity. When you think of all this food that could just be sitting there going to waste, it's really just this wasted opportunity that we want to be able to reclaim and get it back out there in the community and get it as a resource again.